So, as you've probably already seen by now, Noxcrew announced MCC Rising 3 a little while ago, and as usual, the community went crazy. The time frame to submit an application video with your team closed Monday morning. So since then, I've gone through all of the Rising applications that were submitted and posted on YouTube, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea if I gave you guys my top 10 favorite of the bunch. But a quick reminder, this is just my opinion, and all of these applications this time around are amazing. So if I did leave your favorite application that you saw out of this ranking, then let me know down below in the comments so I can go check it out. So anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Starting off at number 10, I have the return of the Blue Bedrockers with Gigi the Puffy, Bears Cancelled, Defect, and Plushie 33. Not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was like so excited because I was like, yes, the Blue Bedrockers finally are back. And then I realized, oh shoot, this is not Potato Pie 25. This is not Evident. This is not Ignacio Blade and all the other members that were, from the original team and the second iteration and now the third one. And I was like, oh shoot, where'd they all go? And then they explained it in the video, but essentially, like, they ended up all just going their separate ways and doing their own thing. And yeah, none of them are really doing or wanting to get into Rising anymore, which is totally understandable. But yeah, this team decided to take up the mantle and go see if they can get into Rising as the new Blue Bedrockers, and that's really cool to see. So I really love the fact that they're just carrying on the legacy, and all around this is a pretty cool team. The application video was actually really good as well, very nicely edited, all around solid team. But there are some other pretty cool application videos that I thought were a little bit more cool, but this team still nonetheless is amazing, and I really do hope they get in to represent the Bedrock community. Next up at number 9, we have the Pink Problematics with Sharpness, It's Owo, Lazies, and Tactical Slime. This is a pretty cool team, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually very surprised about how much I enjoyed this team's chemistry in their application video. I thought it was pretty cool, and I just think this team just has what it takes to be that one team that just gels so naturally together. This team does remind me though of the original Pink team from MCC Rising 1. I feel like it's a little strong because I know Sharpness and I'm pretty sure Tactical and Owo. I don't know about Lazies, but I'm pretty sure they're all pretty good PvP players. I could be wrong though, but I definitely know Sharpness is because that's his whole channel and he's known for that. But the rest of the team I'm pretty sure can also do pretty well in PvP. So I don't know if this team is fair or not, but I thought they were a pretty cool team with pretty solid chemistry, and I thought their application video was all around solid, and that's why I put them at number 9. But is this team realistically going to get in? I don't know. I don't know what Noxcrew is going to go for this time around. I'm assuming they're just going to go for the 10 best teams they think fit what it means to be an MCC Rising participant or participants, and I guess that makes sense, but I guess they also have their own criteria. But for me personally, I think the Pink Problematics are a pretty cool team that do deserve a shout out and a shot of getting in, and that's why I have them at number 9. Up next at number 8, we have the Turquoise Tournamenters with Avoma, Pierce, Farlowen, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that or not, sorry if I am, and Mind of Neo. To be honest, this is one of those applications that was kind of, it was kind of in the back catalog. It wasn't really up there when I searched up on YouTube MCC Rising 3 applications. I sifted through all of them, put them all in a playlist. This was one of the ones that was kind of in the weeds there, and I kind of had to drag out. And I really did like the way they just went about making the video, and I thought it was pretty neat idea. And all around, I think this team is pretty cool. I think I know Neo, and the rest of this team I am not too familiar with. I know Neo does create he's pretty, I know he's a pretty big YouTuber. I don't know, I forget what kind of content he creates. I think he creates, it's either I think it might be commentary, right? Nonetheless, really cool team that I thought was a little bit of a diamond in the rough, if you want to call it that. But there are more of those later on in this list that you will see. So hopefully this team can get in because they do have a pretty cool application video. Next up at number 7, we have the Crystal Gems with Shatter, Waffle Wolf, This Is Lexi, and Rosaline. Wow, this was definitely a surprising application video. I did not the way they animated the characters was very, very clever. Whoever did that on the team, I'm very, like, props to you. Like, that is very impressive. Definitely did take them a while. So I mean, hey, hats off to them for getting that done before the deadline, because that probably did take a ton of time. And all around a pretty creative video, and very, like, enticing. Like, I feel like this team, like, really is good at making you like them, and just like getting to know all their personalities. Like, of course, many of you probably know who Shatter is, and some of you probably know who Waffle Wolf is as well, because they are two pretty big creators in the space. I've never heard of Lexi or Rosaline before. I'm assuming they're just good friends with the rest of the team, and that's probably why. I don't know if they're as big content creators. They probably are. Like, they probably have a decent following. I just haven't seen them around. This is a really cool team that just vibes well with each other, and they had a pretty, like, all-around just convincing, application video on like why they should be an MCC. I thought it was pretty solid, and I thought, they definitely deserve a shot and a shout out on this list for the number 7 spot. Let me know what you think about this team down below in the comments, though, because they got a shot, but will they get in? I don't know. Up next at number 6, we have the Dream Team with Slushy, Sup Ninja, iDogmy, and Lilith, I think, is how I'm pronouncing all those names. I think those are all right. Hopefully they are. But yeah, wow, this team, this application video was very interesting. They went for kind of a musical parody vibe here, and I really, really did enjoy it. I really liked the song they picked, and I thought overall it was an enjoyable experience to watch, man. I was able to get to know, like, the whole team pretty well, and I thought they were just able to, do what they did very creatively. And whoever thought of the idea to make a, like, kind of a musical parody type of video to, like, introduce themselves and, like, do all that, whoever's idea that was, hats off to them, because that was very cool. And I think this is definitely going to get Noxcrew's attention, and hopefully, cross my fingers, that is able to get this team in, because they are a very creative team, and they do definitely have a lot of potential on a stage as big as MCC Rising. So this is definitely another one of those diamonds in the rough types of teams, and I was very, very impressed with their application. Next up at number 5, we have the Stowaways with Nibbles, Blues, Sellouts, and Server Gaming. Very, very cool team indeed. Again, very highly produced application video. Very well, like, just overallly made application video, might I add, as well. And yeah, I don't know, this team, they might be a Bedrock team. It kind of seemed like that's what they might have been. I don't know if they were, but if they are a Bedrock team, I mean, that was a pretty cool application video, and they might have mentioned that. I might have forgot. I might have, like, that might have just, like, slipped out of my mind. You can definitely tell they've been friends for a decent amount of time, and yeah, all around their personalities just kind of match and mingle very, very interestingly, but also just very well with each other. And it just makes for a very, like, very entertaining experience to watch them all kind of work together, even though their application video is definitely, like, scripted, and not like one of those ones where it's kind of just like they just kind of do something, like, randomly, like one of the next ones we have will. But yeah, it was a very well thought out application video, the way they executed it and the way they produced it, and I was very, very surprised about how it ended up, coming together. And yeah, I think this team definitely deserves a shot at MCC Rising 3. Up next at number 4, we have the Strikers with Ajax, Twiggy, We Choke on Milk, and Mighty Brothers 1. Yo, come on, I had to put my boys, the Strikers, on this list. I mean, dude, come on, like, dude, these guys are legends. I don't know if they applied for MCC Rising 1 together. They might have, but I know they definitely did for MCC Rising 2. That was one of my personal favorite MCC Rising 2 videos, was the Strikers application. So the fact that they're back again, and that they're, applying for 3, and I really, really hope they get in this time, and I think they have a very strong chance. That's why I put them so high up on this list, because it's a combination of how much I liked your application video, and then how much of a chance I think you have of getting in. That's how I kind of decided this list, and I feel like this team, it definitely, like, meets the criteria on both of those to be pretty high up on this list, because man, if there was a time to get the strikers in MCC, the time is now. So I'm very, very excited to see if they get in or not. And yeah, this is one of those ones where it's just, you can kind of tell that they've been friends for a while, because they just literally are just going to the end, doing the most random things, but they're like gelling so well together because they just, they're just funny, and they're just good old friends that are doing their own thing, and it's just, it's fun to watch, man. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the strikers. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about the strikers application video. There's some opinions on it, but I thought it was pretty sick. Next up at number 3, we have the Cyan candidates with Cursed, Gigi, Synth, and Goddespin. I don't know how you pronounce that. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I probably am. I just couldn't really read it that well. But hey, this was one of the first, I think it might have been the first or second Rising 3 application video I watched, and man, was I impressed. The thumbnail, first of all, was great, and it definitely hooked me. And then I was kind of intrigued because, I mean, obviously they're going for, like the candidates, as in like, this is an election year. So it kind of like, it's kind of funny because it catches you off guard. It's like, Cyan can't, what do they mean by that? And I just really, I kind of enjoyed the political theme they went for there. I thought it was pretty funny. And all around, yeah, this team is another one of those teams that just gelled so well together, doing the most random things in their application video. And yeah, you could definitely tell that they are really passionate about creating content and just creating something like, for Rising and then stuff after Rising. Like, you can tell they're just so passionate about wanting to do that. But because of how cool their application video was, I thought that they deserved a very high spot on this list at number 3. Up next at number 2, we have the Clip Farmers with Shalamanon, Rabid, Decody, and Olive Hoodies. Personally, I do know Shalom, and I have, I think, talked to Olive before. I don't know, maybe in like a Discord call or two. But, Shalom, of course, creates, Minecraft Mayhem, and Olive, of course, is a very well-known MCCI player and just Minecraft player in general. And they all create great content. I'm not too familiar with Decody. I think I might have seen him around the community once or twice. And then Rabid, I'm also not familiar with. But I really enjoyed this application video, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought their chemistry really worked together, and the podcast, man, the podcast style of video that they went for, I really enjoyed. I thought it was a pretty clever theme, just like the Cyan candidates. I thought this was a pretty clever theme to go for. I mean, their thing was literally clip farmers, kind of like, how some podcasts just farm clips. I don't know if that's what they were going for. I'm assuming it was. I could be totally wrong. But I really enjoyed their application video overall. And if I was to pick a top 3, this would definitely be in the top 3. As you see, it's at number 2. And I really, really want to see this team get in, because I think they have a lot of potential of creating some amazing content for MCC Rising 3. And last but not least, at number 1, we have the Purple Plushies with Piffin, Dan, Blake, and Cake. Man, is this one heck of an application video. I was blown away, dude. I was kind of like a little creeped out at first, because I was like, okay, kind of like Ninja Kung Fu Panda vibes we're going for here. Okay, I see it. And then I was like, oh shoot, they like the whole shaders, the whole music, the way they edit, like, it just all ended up working very well together. I was very, very impressed with this application video. And yeah, this is definitely one of the ones where it's like, because of the way they edited it, because of the way they thought out how everything's going to work, the whole lore behind this video, it was so well done that I was like, dude, I have to put this one. Like, I have to put this application video and this team 1, because of just the way they executed the video. It was just so well done, and I was very, very impressed. And I definitely think this team deserves a spot in MCC Rising 3 because of that. And I really hope that people are able to see this. If you haven't already, make sure to check out this video. It's a very cool video, and I'm hoping that Nox Crew is as blown away as I was when they are watching this, and that is one of the reasons why they give them a spot in the event. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to let me know which of these teams is your favorite and why down below in the comments, because there are a ton of MCC Rising 3 apps this time around, many of them being really cool. So to, get rid of all the confusion, I just want you guys to let me know which one's your favorite down below in the comments. Also, while you're down there, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, peace.